Welcome back to the Native New Yorker YouTube channel. Today's project is an old Tascam DA30 Mark II DAT recorder with the error code 01. Error code 01 means there's a problem with the tape loading. It's most likely one of the belts broke due to its age. Let's see if I still remember the tricks of the trade to get this thing working again. First, flip the unit over, power it up, and open the tray. Remove the two screws holding the tray cover and remove that. This makes removing the transport easier. Flip the unit back over, then remove the 5 screws holding the top cover. Remove the top cover and put it aside. Before you remove the transport mechanism, follow as I do and unclip the spring on one side and let it hang. Make sure you don't damage that spring. I'm using a Phillips No. 1 screwdriver to remove the 4 screws holding the transport to the chassis. Slide the transport slightly to the rear and you'll see how easy the whole thing comes out with the tray cover previously removed. I put it back in its position and then start unplugging all of the wiring harnesses on the circuit board. Make sure you only unplug the harnesses that are coming from the transport mechanism. If you notice, I'm just unplugging the wires without marking them. Don't worry, every harness has its own specific JST connector. They can't plug into the wrong spot. Just either make a note or take a picture of the way the wires are routed so you can put them back the same way they were. With the transport free from its chassis, I flip it over and see the remnants of a belt that turned into black sludge. This is the actual belt that was causing the error code. I bust out the Q-tips and alcohol and clean off all that sludge from the old belt. Then I use my Alibaba portable air duster to blow off any crud. I carefully use a micro oiler and put some oil on the bearing under the pulley. Make sure your hands are clean when handling the belts. You can see how easily the belt goes on. Make sure to check that it's not twisted afterwards. This belt didn't break, but I'm gonna change it anyway. I mark the meshing gears with a Sharpie. Then remove this plastic Lumira split washer which holds the gear onto the shaft. I carefully lift the gear off, making sure I don't move the gear under it, otherwise you will knock it off timing. I remove the second belt and compare the size to the new belt. Watch how easy the new belt goes on with tweezers and a soldering aid tool. Now check the new belt and make sure it's not twisted. Get that micro oiler and oil up all of the bearings. Pop that plastic Lumira split washer back on so it locks in the gear. Then move on to the last belt. Like before, I mark the meshing gears with a Sharpie and remove the plastic Lumira split washer. Now I'm trying to remember how I got the old belt off without taking it all apart. Now I remember, just slide the gear out, leaving enough room to get the old belt out and the new one in. Line up the marks made with the Sharpie, add a little oil, and snap the Lumira split washer back on. With all of the rubber belts changed, it's time to put it all back together. There is one more belt that I didn't change. It's the Capstan belt. It's a yellow fiber reinforced Cogged belt, a hard to get item. It hasn't failed, so I didn't change it this time. I have it somewhere, but I have to find it. You can see I have to reroute some of the wires again because I had them in the wrong position. As you can see in the video, I'm routing all of the harnesses back to the way they were and plugging them back into their JST connectors. Make sure none of the wires get pinched when reinstalling the transport. Also, make sure there's slack in the wires connected to the moving tray. Don't forget to clip the spring back on, the one that was unclipped earlier. When screwing the transport back into the chassis, I leave all 4 screws loose so I can center the transport in the chassis. If you don't, the tray may hit the front panel every time you open and close the tray. Now it's time to test the repair with a R-DAT tape. Success! No more error code.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Put the cover back on, screw it down with the 5 screws. Turn the unit on, open the tray and flip it upside down. Put the front tray cover back on with the 2 screws I took off in the beginning. Now it's time to test it again with the unit all together.
It sound right, boys.